Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hey everybody.
Hey folks, I'm Tina Hui with Follow the Coin, and we're here at BitGo's offices,
World headquarters.
World headquarters in Palo Alto, California. Please do introduce yourselves.
Hi, Will O'Brien, CEO of BitGo.
Mike Belshey, CTO of BitGo.
Ben Davenport, Chief Product Officer.
So you guys have some big news to share this week. Do tell us what that is.
Well, we're really excited. We're launching the BitGo Platform API. This is a platform that we've been building for the last more than 2 years now. It's the platform that powers large exchanges like Bitstamp, powers some of the largest institutions and companies that operating Bitcoin. It's the platform that powers our BitGo Enterprise product that we've had out in the market for the last year. And so we're now making it available for any developer to come and build their Bitcoin business on top of our platform and get the benefits of multisig, HD, transaction signing policies, all the key security technologies and processes and services that we put together is now for an open platform you can try out for free.
So what does that mean for developers specifically?
Well, developers today are all having to build the same things over and over again. Everybody's having to build security into Bitcoin apps. Everybody's nervous about it. Everybody's scared of making a mistake. It's not simple. The stakes of security are much higher today than they were a couple of years ago, so being able to tap into the larger resources of security experts is a huge boon.
Speaking to that some more, I mean, there's a lot of hacks that's been going on. How do you guys make sure that that's secure and people are not getting hacked? And what's the difference between multisig and regular security in Bitcoin?
So multisig is, we think, something that's been a long time coming. Last year Gavin Andreessen said that 2014 was going to be the year of multisig, and it's been a good year, but we still only have 7% of Bitcoin stored in multisig. So with a single key system, you have one private key that protects your Bitcoin, and if you lose that by any means, your Bitcoins are gone. So the problem is that you might set it up securely, you might do a lot of things really well, but if you ever make a mistake, have an employee that accidentally gets some malware on his machine, and 30% of home machines do have malware on them today, then you're going to lose your Bitcoin. So multisig federates it out. So you do all of your key signing on multiple independent machines, each by multiple independent users, potentially by independent organizations, and hopefully together those things provide a good basis for keeping things secure.
I think the key for developers here, or for the ecosystem, is that this is kind of a missing link in the ecosystem, right? We've seen some of the leading companies start to embrace multisig. Mike said 7% of Bitcoins are now secure with multisig, but it's a large lift. It's a lot of work, right? And so if you're if you're coming out of an incubator, if you're coming out of Boost and you're trying to build your new system, or if you've been running an exchange or running a business for a while and you've got this legacy system that's working, it's really hard to transition. So by BitGo opening up its world-class platform here, now anybody in a few lines of code, in a few minutes, in a few days of integration can get started and can actually deploy it on our security platform and can leverage BitGo as a cosigner on transactions. So I think that's really what's new for developers, is that now you can add BitGo to your stack instead of trying to build everything yourself.
Are you guys the only ones with an API for security in Bitcoin?
There are a lot of APIs out there. There's a lot of APIs that are serving up blockchain data. That's of course one core leg of what it takes to build a Bitcoin app. But we've actually built a lot of companies that are building just an API for external use and haven't actually built a secure wallet on top of that already. We actually started with the app that was built on top of it, which is our wallet that we know is secure because we run our own app on top of it. And so, we know that the app can run that, and we know that it can do that for other customers as well. So, there's a lot of, the API is a starting point, but then you have the key signing and key storage and backup and policies that go behind that, as well as the organization and the team of a company like BitGo.
And so those are the extra features that BitGo will provide. And then where do you guys see, multisig and Bitcoin in 2015?
Well, we hope that multisig is going to be a lot more broadly adopted in 2015. I think anyone that's running a wallet, hot operational wallet that's got a single key, I hope that they'll be looking, if it's not BitGo, we need to do this for the Bitcoin ecosystem. People do know Bitcoin for all the wrong reasons. They know it for too many hacks and all that kind of stuff. The fact is that the core technology actually hasn't been hacked, but it's the human processes around it that keep getting us burned over and over again. So multisig makes it a lot easier for mere mortals, humans, to not make those mistakes. And I hope 2015 is going to be pretty much the end of the hacks, and we can move into new applications and actually changing the world with Bitcoin finally taking off.
Our SDK, we have an open source SDK on GitHub. Basically anybody can go and start developing against that today. It's very simple to sign up for a BitGo account. Just begin playing with it with a few wallets. We have a fully operational testnet environment that makes it very easy to integrate without any fear of losing coins while you're still in the phase of app development. That's been extremely important and useful for us internally, and we think it will be for partners as well. And we encourage more people to use testnet during their sort of integration phase.
We're actually launching, with this announcement, we're excited to announce some of our launch partners. So Bitstamp was actually a pre-launch partner, and the integration with them took 48 hours and very small change of code, one line of code change, to get them up and running, move from their hot wallet to a BitGo system. We're launching with coins.ph, which is a Philippines leading consumer Bitcoin wallet. TradeBlock, which is a trade order management system and market data system. We have MyCoin, which is a consumer wallet targeting Asia. Lamasu, which is the leading Bitcoin ATM, 40% market share. So I think you can see across these, and also LibreTax, which is a accounting and management system for Bitcoin taxes. So you can see from these examples, we have a real diversity of applications that can be built on BitGo. They're using, some of them are using the wallet features, security features, accessing the wallet data that's in there. There's a lot that can be done on top of BitGo. And we see our role in the ecosystem is that core infrastructure to make Bitcoin secure, to help these companies get off the ground and run their business, get to market faster, and reduce costs, and have the best-in-class security.
It's great, and I did read the blog article about the 48-hour implementation. That was pretty impressive. So it was great work with Bitstamp.
It was great working with their team and seeing their dedication, and we were glad we were able to make that happen. It required a lot of work from both sides. Ultimately, the drop-in replacement, but sort of a lot of work leading up to that.
Lots of reviewing what can happen and what not, right?
Exactly.
I think that's something that could be interesting, maybe from a coder's perspective. You guys could tell people what it's like to kind of join Bitcoin and get your hands dirty and learn about building a wallet or exchange. How difficult is that? Where would you kind of advise people to go first who are interested in entering the space, other than BitGo, like other services?
So hopefully you've got something that you're trying to build that you kind of know what that is. In terms of building the security pieces, the securing of your wallets, that we can help with. I think one of the great things about multisig in general is that we actually get to kind of stay true to the principles of Bitcoin. So as applications came online with single key wallets, you end up with this trade-off of like, geez, am I going to take the funds, or is the customer going to have the funds? And then how do we make that risk?
Don't want to touch the funds.
But with multisig, you actually can get into escrow-related services where nobody holds the funds. So you can be promised that those funds are going to be there, so you can use them with your wallet or your, if you're doing tipping or whatever you're doing, you can build it. But you're still kind of staying true to the Bitcoin premise, which is that the end user controls the money, and then you can know under certain rules that you can guard them or not, and escrow works and all that. So multisig hopefully is a big enabler. Hopefully with the platform we've built, if you're building something from scratch, we hope it makes it easier. If it doesn't, you should let us know, and we will make it even easier.
Yeah, I think the answer is really that we want to enable the people who are building the diverse types of businesses. Like if you're building a tipping service, you should focus on what makes that tipping service great, not worrying so much about the security of what's underneath, and let us take that burden off your plate. If you're focusing on building a remittance service, focus on the specifics and your value add of building out a remittance network. And so it helps teams scale and produce more in a shorter amount of time while keeping the end customer's coin secure.
Yeah, and there's increasing pressure with all the hacks and losses we had. There's now increasing pressure to live up to higher standards than have been in the past, right? It's not okay anymore to just run a single key hot wallet and think that that's going to be sufficient. And it's really hard for people to get started on the complexity of this this type of security. So we've had over 2 years of time and multiple man years of work put into this platform that we're now opening up to the world, and so you can hit the ground running with it. I think by the end of this year it'll be we'll see a few things come out. We'll see that there will be standards established around some of the key technologies like multisig and HD. We'll see that it will no longer be acceptable for one company to hold all the keys to a particular wallet, and that there will need to be multi-institutional security. And so with the BitGo platform, you get both of those out of the box. You get the best standards, and BitGo acts as a cosigner and key holder on your wallets. Some companies may choose to build themselves. There will be other platforms out there that you can leverage, but we're trying to make it so that you can have the best-in-class security and really easy to use.
So you guys are the standard of Bitcoin security now.
That's what,
I think so.
what we're doing. That's us.
There we have it. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Tina.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.